Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mundane Matt, and video games are always awesome because it's an ever-expanding, ever-evolving medium that is actually getting easier and easier to get into if you happen to be a game developer. Up-and-coming game developers for the last few years have been shilling their products on Kickstarter, getting it funded, putting it on places like Steam or GOG or PS4 or Xbox Live, and getting the world to see their creations. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool to see an indie game do well, right? As an independent filmmaker myself, it makes me feel good to watch a little guy come up through the ranks and kind of go from rags to riches for a product that is exceptional. The downside to it is that there are a lot of other things that are created that you might call games, but are just buggy, messy, stolen asset-y pieces of shit, right? And that's a big problem that's been gunking up Steam Greenlight for a while. And I think everyone out there relatively knows that at this point. So Valve has decided to step up and try to find a way to fix it. And they did this by announcing a new program called Steam Explorers. Yes, Steam Explorers basically invites Steam users to apply to be an explorer. It's very similar to YouTube Heroes in this particular way, but I would argue probably better implemented. And their entire job is to go through Steam Greenlight and flag games that are decent, right? That are good, that can, the cream can rise to the top and basically and everything else. And then maybe kind of pinpoint the ones that are kind of deceptive in nature or buggy or horrible, and use it as a way to showcase better content instead of letting anyone put up any kind of craptastic game on the system. Now, they did speak with Jim Sterling and Total Biscuit about this to get their input. And Total Biscuit's input on it, I would definitely look at as more of a positive. Jim Sterling's is one I would definitely just kind of throw in the fucking trash. And the reason why I say that is because when you look at what Jim Sterling does when it comes to Greenlight, yes, he showcases horribly made games that have come through Greenlight, but that's his entire shtick. His shtick is not to critique something from a point of view of hoping that the developers will make it better. He's trying to destroy it in its entirety, which is one of the reasons why he's faced so many lawsuits. But he's also won those particular situations because what he does is within fair use under the guise of criticism and transformative works and critique and education and commentary, so on and so forth. I just very much think that he is coming at it from a negative perspective and trying to destroy rather than to help create, critique, and grow. He invites controversy into his life, very similar to how anyone would probably go after a controversy in their life when it's profitable to them. But in addition to Steam Explorers, they're also going to be updating the curating section, which in essence, the Steam Curator stuff was basically kind of like the Steam Explorers thing, but for popular e-celebs or popular journalists or websites or whatever, you know what I mean? It's meant to be it's that curated list from trusted people versus trying to curb the incoming amount of dog shit that comes through the Steam Greenlight system. Now, according to TechDirt, Valve is also going to be requiring people to pay between $100 and $5,000 in order to put their game up on Steam Greenlight. Because before, it's just a flat $100 fee, which is one of the reasons why so many developers have just shoved so much shit out there, is because ultimately it's really not that expensive, and they have a good shot if one of those games breaks through and gets a lot of purchases to make that money back and a whole heap load more before people know that the game is effectively complete garbage. So I am curious to see how this particular system is going to play out. I do fear, to be honest with you, that that people might like developers might open up a whole bunch of Steam accounts, season them a little bit, get them a little bit older, all apply for the Steam Explorers, and then start just flagging games from their competitors to thin out the competitive marketplace. And I know that's a bit out there, and I know that's probably not what's going to happen, but I feel like it could be something that's exploitable. Very similar to how we at YouTube, we're looking at the whole YouTube Heroes scenario as being this hugely negative, horrible thing, because people could come on in and flag your content if they don't like your opinions, and it doesn't really feel like it's a good system in general. Even though ever since all the controversy surrounding it came out, it has in fact died down. And I assume the same thing is probably going to happen here. There might be an uproar from some people, there might be applause from others, but ultimately as this continues to roll out over the next few months and more people jump on board, it might actually cut some of the crap from Steam Greenlight, which could possibly make Steam great again in that regard, because then more people will have faith in the products that come out of Steam Greenlight that get published onto the platform, and they know that it's going to be something of value, or at least of better quality than some of the other shit that's made its way through under that particular system. So I do wish Valve the best of luck. I just want them to watch this. I want them to watch this so it's not abused, so people don't get screwed over, and so at the end of the day, everyone is gaming better. And ultimately, I think that's what we all want. So yay for that. I'm kind of cautiously optimistic, but I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt because ultimately I don't really feel Valve has done anything in this particular regard to screw people outside of the complete, lack of, review process for Steam Greenlight up until now, but this is how they're kind of hoping to change that. So what do you guys think about this? Is Steam Explorers going to be good? Do you think this is going to be good for Steam as a whole? Do you think this feels a bit like YouTube Heroes, kind of, that it could be exploited or possibly used in disingenuous ways? These are things I'm curious about. If you guys haven't already, please thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, check out my vlog channel up here, MundaneChats, if you guys want to know more about me, and also my movie news channel, 3 Buck Theater, right here. I post movie news on there as much as I post videos here. So if you want up-to-date movie stuff, bam, check that out. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day. Peace out.